Imagine waking up to find that the biggest pop culture rivalry of your childhood wasn't just settled, but turned into a heartfelt celebration of growth. For an entire generation of Disney Channel kids, the supposed feud between Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez was the stuff of playground legend. But as of this week, that narrative has been officially retired. In a world where we're used to seeing child stars distance themselves from their pasts with a vengeance, we just witnessed something different. A genuine, unironic homecoming. The Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special didn't just drop, it exploded. Released on March 24, 2026, the project was hosted by Alex Cooper and filmed on a meticulously recreated set at Sunset Gower Studios. The factual recap of the last few days is staggering. 6.3 million people tuned in within the first 72 hours. This wasn't a scripted reboot or a cheap cash-in. It was an hour-long exploration of Miley's journey from a 13-year-old in a blonde wig to the 33-year-old Grammy winner she is today. The highlight that has every social media platform in a chokehold, though, is the moment Selena Gomez walked onto that Malibu living room set. The transition from rivals to peers was cemented in a scene that felt like a fever dream for anyone who remembers the 2007 episode where Michaela Skeech told Hannah her singing sounded like a cat being squeezed through a toothpaste tube. In the special, the two are seen hanging out in the famous rotating closet. Selena actually put on the infamous red Michaela hat, looked at Miley and told her, "You created a culture, babe." It was a simple exchange, but the weight of it, given their decades of being pitted against each other by the media, was massive. Public reaction has been an emotional roller coaster. If you look at the viral clips circulating on TikTok and X, the sentiment is overwhelmingly nostalgic, but there's a sharp analytical edge to the debate. While fans are crying over Miley and Billy Ray Cyrus recreating their handshake from the show, a moment that signals a significant mending of their famously strained relationship, others are pointing out the missing pieces. The absence of Emily Osment, who played Lily, has become a major talking point. While Emily cited filming commitments for her own show, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, the lack of the original trio has left some viewers feeling that the reunion was more of a Miley-centric victory lap than a full-cast homecoming. This situation escalated so quickly because it tapped into a very specific kind of millennial and Gen Z core memory. We aren't just talking about a TV show, we're talking about the blueprint for the modern influencer. Hannah Montana was essentially the first content creator story, long before YouTube and TikTok made the double life a standard career path. By leaning into this anniversary, Miley isn't just celebrating a character, she's acknowledging that she was the architect of a specific brand of digital fame that didn't exist before her. What this says about influencer culture in 2026 is that authenticity has become the ultimate currency. In her interview with Alex Cooper, Miley was incredibly candid about the fact that she spent years trying to kill Hannah Montana. She mentioned that for a long time, the wig felt like a cage. But now, by dyeing her hair blonde and bringing back the bangs, not as a character, but as herself, she's signaling a shift. It says that you can't truly move forward until you stop running from where you started. It's a lesson in brand longevity. Don't burn the bridge to your past, just remodel it. This reunion affects Miley and Selena's reputations in a way that feels very big sister energy. By appearing together, they've effectively dismantled the mean girl tropes that the 2000s tabloids lived on. They've replaced drama with a narrative of professional respect and mutual success. It's a brilliant PR move, but more than that, it feels like a genuine act of defiance against a media machine that tried to break them both. However, we have to separate the confirmed details from the online theories. It is a confirmed fact that Miley manifested this special by lying to the press. She admitted she started talking about a 20th anniversary special before Disney had even agreed to it. She basically used the fans to pressure the studio into a green light. But the online theories about why the full cast didn't show up are much darker. People are scrutinizing old interviews and social media unfollows, suggesting that while Miley has found peace with the character, the relationships behind the scenes might still be fractured. The theory that this was a sanitized version of the show's history is gaining ground among more cynical viewers who wanted a tell-all, not a tribute. The pacing of the special itself mirrored this tension. It moved from high-energy performances of the best of both worlds, and This Is the Life, to a much slower, almost somber performance of her new song, Younger You. The lyrics reflect on the chaos of her bangers era and the judgment she faced, creating a bridge between the teen idol and the adult woman. It was a dynamic shift that kept the 12-minute commentary of her life feeling researched and intentional rather than just a highlight reel. As we look at the future impact, this special has set a new precedent for how Disney handles its legacy acts. It wasn't a "where are they now" special. It was a "look how far I've come" manifesto. The question that remains is whether this opens the door for a true reboot, or if this was the final goodbye. Miley's statement at the premiere, that tonight was about what it means to us still tonight, not just the past, suggests she isn't done with her Disney roots, but she's only willing to revisit them on her own terms. The unresolved tension lies in those missing cast members, and the reality that a 20-year gap changes people in ways a camera can't always fix. While the special ended with a celebratory performance, there's an underlying industry question: can we ever truly go back? Or is the best of both worlds something that only exists when you're 13 and the world is still small? For now, the Hannah Montana effect is in full swing, leaving us with a future where the icons of our youth are finally the ones holding the microphone and telling their own story.